with Greg Bedard. It's presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Enjoy the game with the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Please drink responsibly. This is Greg after extensive film study, and Mazz from his couch. Number one star. Go ahead.
The number one star for me, I can't separate them, so I'm going with a group. Their defensive line. They've been playing incredible. Shout out to defensive line coach, what's his name? Clint McMillian. They have been – I had them in this game. This is every week now. 33-plus plays, 2 negative plays. I mean, they're just incredible. And what they're doing against the run, you know, the combination between Drake, efficient, explosive plays, and the defense not letting the other team run the ball and making them one-dimensional, you're going to win a lot of games that way. So defensive line is number one for me. I can't – they were all good. Harold Landry was a little quiet in this game, but – Tonga, before he got hurt, was on a heater. Milton Williams, Chason, Barmore, even Anthony Jennings made a couple plays. Like, just phenomenal.
Robert Spillane. I thought Spillane was terrific. He was all over the field. Lots of tackles, interception. He had one missed tackle early in the game on the sideline that he completely whiffed on. But other than that, I thought he was great.
Number two star.
So I also had Robert Spillane pending, I think he was responsible for the first touchdown. Now, I don't know that. But somebody was supposed to it was man coverage. You know, Vrabel said something about, like, maybe we were a little bit too aggressive on the opening drive. Nobody covered him. I think it was Spillane, but I'm not sure. But still, he was that good in the game that I'm still naming him number two.
Mazz?
Marcus Jones. I thought Marcus Jones was terrific. Again, he's excellent in coverage. He gets the max out of his ability. He didn't really have many attempts or chances, rather, to punt return in this game. There was one on the sideline where he got about 9 yards out of it. That was pretty good. But you know what you're going to get from him every week. I love the guy.
Okay. I lost track. We had third
number
star.
3.
Kayshon Boutte. He did have a drop, but I thought he had a killer route on a 15-yarder. He had another 21-yard catch, and then, of course, the double move route for the big touchdown was incredible. What he's given them on the outside, how him and Drake are working together, has just been terrific.
Greg thinks he sucks. I think he's good. Christian Gonzalez. I thought Christian Gonzalez was good in this game. And again, Judy was invisible, and maybe that is more on Judy than on Christian Gonzalez. But, you know, he was – I barely noticed Judy in the game. I mean, and you know what? If Gonzalez is acting mostly as a deterrent when he's out there, that counts too. That's a point in his favor.
Number one dud.
Michael Wenu. I thought he had the most problems on the offensive line. I know Will Campbell gets a spotlight. I actually thought that Will Campbell, all things considered, played pretty well in this game. But Wenu had the most trouble inside with Malik Collins and those guys. Morgan Moses also had a tough time. But Wenu was number one for me.
Will Campbell. And I'm not picking on him. It's a tough matchup. I concede all of that. But that was a matchup that was won decisively by the Browns. Number two dud.
Craig Woodson. Another game, another touchdown allowed. I think it's at least 2 in a row, maybe 3 in a row. You know, for the most part, he's doing a good job. He did a good job. He had a great run fill in this game where Judkins was, I think he got 6 yards and could have gotten more, but Woodson came in there and just stopped him in his tracks, sort of like Spillane did later on. So, but he's having some issues in coverage.
Hunter Henry, he sucks as a blocker. Sucks. And look, I understand that some of that is how they have to scheme the tandem blocking on a guy like Garrett on the outside. He barely touches the guy when he chips him. Henry does. Like, stick your nose in there and fight a little bit. He doesn't fight on the blocks at all.
Was that 3 or 2? I'm sorry.
This is going to be 3.
Yep.
I'm laughing.
I'm doing some research on something else as you're going. Go ahead.
Marte Mapu. He played one play.
Oh, he stinks.
Was off. He got scared of the bunch or what have you. Played off about 20 yards and predictably got picked off on. I think that was the opening drive, wasn't it?
It was.
And the guy was wide open, and that would be the only play he would play on defense that day.
I think it was the first of Fannon's catches.
Yeah, I think on the crosser.
Yeah. Mapu got caught on the wash.
That's right.
that was the end of him. I went Landry. I thought Landry was invisible in this game.
Yep.
Did nothing. Zippo.
Okay, let's go back to your phones here as promised. How about Howard and Randolph? Hi, Howard.
Hi, guys. Greg, quick question. Patriots played both the Bengals and the Falcons this year. Now, the Bengals and Falcons both played for like 2 weeks in a row like playoff teams. Then this Sunday, they lose to the Jets and the Dolphins. My question is, do the Pats have what it takes to make sure they beat them, or they don't have trouble with them?
It's a great question. The Falcons are one of these crazy teams where 1 week they look like world beaters, the next week they can't beat anybody. We don't know which one they're going to get. I don't think that they travel very well. The Bengals stink on defense, which is good for you. Obviously, speaking of sort of showcase games for Christian Gonzalez, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins coming up. Also, if Drake London did not play last week, if he comes back, Gonzalez against Drake London would be a great matchup. Yes, the Patriots, if they continue to play the way they're playing, I expect them to win those games. But it's hard to tell, especially the Falcons. I mean, but it's interesting that both teams, sort of like the big jumping off point for both the Patriots and the Falcons was beating the Bills in back-to-back weeks. Other than that,
but don't you expect this Patriots team now to take care of business?
Yes.
Like, don't you think they're in take care of business mode? Mm-hmm. And that I don't expect them to be one of these teams that play down to the competition and kick away games that they shouldn't win. Like,
no Vrabel specials?
No. I think they've kind of, like, when I watch them, I don't get that feel. Like, they're going to kick away a game that they should win. I just don't feel it with them.
It doesn't feel that way with them, I agree, and I think they've bought in. Look, I give a lot of credit to Vrabel, that he sort of gets them reconnoitered at the beginning of the week, and they get locked in and they focus on the next opponent. To me, the head coach has a lot to do with that.
Jared in Fairhaven. Hi, Jared.
Yeah, so I have an issue with what Bedard had said about the quarterbacks. So he's now penalizing Drake May for being able to use his legs, but I'm pretty sure that Mahomes does it very well and Lamar Jackson does it very well. So, this past week, Bedard saying that he's not giving May a great grade because he used his legs. So I'm just confused. Are the quarterbacks allowed to use their legs or not?
No, not because he used his legs. I have no problem with it. Like, for example, his 16-yard scramble and he had a 6-yard scramble. Those are plus plays for me. It depends on the situation. If there are options in the passing game, does he bail early? Does he react to pressure when it's not there? Those are the type of things that I look for. I can't tell you about the other guys because I don't grade them. But just because Drake leaves the pocket doesn't mean that it's a bad play. For me, it depends on the circumstances, especially, the week before, he left the pocket early like 5 times. He was like, one hitch and then gone, where there was plenty of good protection. There were options down the field. Then he ended up taking hits down the field. I didn't have a problem with the hits that he took in this game other than the Myles Garrett, red zone. It wasn't there. Myles Garrett's in your face. Like, just throw the ball away. That's the only play that I really had an issue with in this game.